Testing one, test. Testing one, two, test.
Shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos. Let's sing a little bit.
Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ay la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Together. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 ya la 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 la. La 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. La 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 la. Ay la 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 la. Ay la 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 ya la 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 la. Ay la 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 ya la 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 la. Ay la 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 ya la 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 la. Ay la 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 ya la 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 la.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Temple Beth Sholom. I welcome you to this moment of pause between last week and next week, this moment we call Shabbat. So let's all stand up, greet the people around you, wish each other good Shabbos, and welcome each other.
Die 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 ya die 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 die. Die 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 ya die 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 die. Die 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 ya die 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 die. Die 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 ya die 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 die. Die 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 ya die 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 die. Die 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 ya die 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 die. Die 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 ya die 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 die. Die 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 ya die 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 die. Die die die
Please be seated. Welcome once again. I'm going to ask you to turn in your prayer books to page 2 as we welcome up Izzy Lieberperson, who will become bar mitzvah tomorrow. I'm going to invite Izzy and his family to come on up here in preparation for the candles. I'm Robert Davis. I'm one of the rabbis here. Cantor Lisa Siegel, Rabbi Ethan Baer, Rabbi Gail Pomerantz is here as well. I want to welcome Rabbi Dara Lerner, from Bangor, Maine. She's in town for the bar mitzvah, as well as Rabbi Hera Person. I don't see Rabbi Person yet, but she'll be here in a couple of minutes. And so, page 2.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech the Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh Shabbat. Amen.
L'chaim. And as they make a l'chaim, I'm going to ask all of us to turn to page 16 in preparation for Zamru Adonai Bekinor. Sing praise to Adonai.
Zamru Adonai, Zamru Adonai Bechinor, Yai lai lai lai, Yai lai 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 lai, Yai lai 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 lai, Yai.
D, page 20, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
Yalla la 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 lecha dodi, Yalla la 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 likrat kala, Yalla la 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 penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabe, Yalla la 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 lecha dodi. Yalla la 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 likrat kala, ya la 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 pene Shabbat nekabela Shamor v'zachor v'ribor echad Hishmianu el hamyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem u'tiferet v'litila ya la la lecha dodim ya la lekrat kala ya la pnei Shabbat nekabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki bechor habracha berosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machashava techila ya la lecha dodim ya la lekrat kala ya la pnei Shabbat nekabela Hitoreri Kiva orek Kumi ori Uri Shir daveri Kevod Adonai Alayech nigla ya la lecha dodim ya la lekrat kala ya la pnei Shabbat nekabela Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha ובצהלה תוך אמונך הפסגולה בואי חלה Shabbat nekabela.
Page 28, we remain standing for Baruch Hu.
Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la,
32. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
We take a moment now and meditate on words of Shema, connecting us to all of God's creation, to the past, to the present, to the future, to all time and space. Pages 34 and 35.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed.
Please be seated. Ve'ahavta, page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבביך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך, בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך, ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Beautiful. Izzy? Mazel tov, Izzy. You're doing a great job. You've been doing a great job. Izzy becomes bar mitzvah tomorrow morning. Wonderful moment for him and for his entire family. Mazel tov. Beautiful. And we continue with the singing of Micha Mocha, page 40.
Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Micha Mocha, ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha. Neftar b'kodesh.
page 42. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and raise us up, our guardian, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Part of the prayer service, the Avot V'Imahot. It's found beginning on page 46, and it continues on the even number pages. After we do the Avot V'Imahot and the Givurot, I'll ask those of you who wish to continue your prayers in silence through page 62 to go ahead and do so. Those of you that wish to stand, please do so. You wish to sit, prayers of your own heart. It's our own time to pray together. Adonai Sifatai Tivtach. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise.
Adonai, Sifatai Tivtach, Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei Avoteinu Ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Velohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei hakol, V'zocher chasdei avot ve'imahot, Umevi geula livnei v'nehem, Lema'an shemo be'ahava, Melech hozer u'moshia u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah rab lehoshia, Mashiv haruach umorid hagah Hashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, ומקיים מאמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמנת להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש בשמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Page 62, if you'd like to join in. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, Yulal Rahatson Imrefi Vehegyon Libi Lefanecha Adonai. Say shalom v'imromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru.
Take a few moments now to pray Misha Berach, a prayer of healing for friends and family, for those who might be near and dear to us, those that might be in the hospital or at home recovering from surgery or illness, or those among us who may just be feeling sick at heart that are in need of prayers as well. So I'll ask you, if you have the name of someone you would like added to our prayers, I ask you to please rise and mention those names out loud so that everyone in the congregation might hear the names of the people for whom you're praying.
Ada Person, Andy Wonder.
And we've been asked to mention these names as well: Gail Ossip, George Lublin, Moshe Ben Cyril, Bela Uruvain, Lenny Hecht, Bill Meadow, David Siegel, Judith Ryder Cornelissen, Muriel Dubrow, Marta Leva, Marilyn Sheffman, Randy Aronson, Shirley Aronson, Roberta Ty, Vicki Engelman, Sherry Werbin, Richie Harris, Hannah Sarah Bat David, Chava Leah Bat Hadassah, Bill Jean Smith, Linda Lee, Rachel Bat, Miriam Umordechai, Ravi Patel, Harriet Pearson, Joe Meltzer, Mordechai Ben Malka Yehoshua, Jennifer Sargent, Sidney Traum, Chaim Moshe Ben Ruth, Avram Ben Chana Vishmuel, Doris Oleski, Erica Lieberman, Blair Ross. And we continue to pray on behalf of the American and Israeli soldiers who are missing in action, being held captive, or in need of physical and emotional healing. We pray Misha Barak. It's found on page 253.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
It is our privilege at this moment to welcome a new member of our community, actually a longtime member of our community, but a new member of our temple. I want to invite up Erwin Georgie, who is taking a very important step in his life. So I'm going to invite Erwin to come on up. Liz is going to join us up here as well. Why don't you come right over here? You stand right. Why don't you come stand right behind him? So Erwin has been going through this process of studying for conversion, and I want to share with you something that Maimonides, the great teacher, told us. He said that regarding the one who converts, our obligation, those of us who have been Jewish for some time, our obligation is a great heart and a bond of love. And so our congregation reaches out to you at this moment and to your family that's here as well with a great heart and a bond of love to you. You have gone through the process. You have studied. You have contemplated in a way you like to contemplate. You've done the mikvah, the bet din, and now you come before this congregation to accept the mitzvot as part of your life and also to receive your Hebrew name. Bruchim habeim b'shem Adonai barech nuchem mibeit Adonai. At this sacred and joyous moment, we renew the covenant at Sinai between God and the people of Israel. O God, we thank you for the many blessings. We thank you for the truth you have revealed to all humanity. Above all, we thank you for the gift of Torah, which has ever been a light for our path. O God, grant loving favor to Erwin, as in this holy place we welcome him into Jewish life. Grant him many years of strength and happiness as a worthy member of our congregation. We praise you, O God, in whose presence is the fullness of joy. And let us say together, Amen. And now, Erwin, I'm going to ask you to step up here a little closer to this microphone. I'm going to ask you these questions, affirming your commitment at this moment. Do you choose to enter the eternal covenant? By the way, he knew about these questions.
Yes, I did.
Do you choose to enter the eternal covenant between God and the people Israel and to become a Jew of your own free will?
Yes, of course.
Do you accept Judaism to the exclusion of all other religious faiths and practices?
Yes.
Do you pledge your loyalty to Judaism and to the Jewish people under all circumstances?
Yes, you're my community now, too.
Do you promise to continue to establish a Jewish home and to participate actively in the life of the synagogue and of the Jewish community?
Yes.
Do you commit yourself to the continued pursuit of Torah and Jewish knowledge?
Yes.
If you should be blessed with children, do you promise to raise them as Jews?
Of course.
This is a smart guy. Now I'm going to ask you to recite these words that Ruth said as the first who chose Judaism.
Ruth said, "Entreat me not to leave you or to return from following after you. From wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God. Where you die, I will die, and and there I will be buried."
Beautiful. Now, Erwin, why don't you take a few moments and say, you have a chance to say a few words now.
Oh. I was waiting for this moment, for sure. No, this journey really started from love, because I met this beautiful woman 3 years ago, and we became together, we became one, and I knew that I had to learn about her culture and be part, embrace her culture. My first commitment was to raise our kids Jews. That was my first commitment to her family. And from there, I realized that it's not only a commitment of raising the kids Jews. I couldn't be reading a newspaper on the corner. I have to be part of it and learn the culture too. So that's when I realized I have to learn the culture, learn this beautiful community that you have over here. And that's how I started learning. That was my first step. I even tell her, love, I want to learn. I'm not sure if I'm converting, but I'm learning for sure. That was my first commitment. But then, one step goes to another, and then I'm here, standing in front of all of you. Mm-hmm. And the beautiful thing is I always feel welcome, since I start going out with her, then with her family that are over there, I always feel welcome. Her friends in Turkey, she's from Turkey, by the way. I'm from Venezuela. So I have been already to 2 Jewish weddings in Turkey. So I met a lot of Jewish from Turkey. And I'm always being welcome. I feel like part of the family, and that's a beautiful thing, One thing that you think when you are an outsider, you think that it's just a community that doesn't welcome only the Jews and the Sikhs, but it's much more open than what the outsiders thinks it is. So I think one of the things that I want to tell everybody is that it's not about this small community. It's a community that want to spread love around and make this world a better place. That's kind of what I learned from Judaism, that it's about making this world a better place.
Beautiful.
So I think
beautiful. So I'm going to ask you to please rise as we're going to take the Torah out of the ark. You hold now the Torah in your arms. It's a symbol of our wisdom, of our tradition, of the law that's been passed from generation to generation. And you have the privilege now of saying, as the first words when you hold the Torah, you have the privilege of saying the words of Shema. And let me just find them in our book for you here. I know the Shema exists someplace in this. It's a rabbi's manual, after all.
Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, Erwin, you have chosen a beautiful name which I'm about to formally give to you, but you are known by the name Erwin now, which means that you are always linked in love to those who gave you this name. And from this time forth, you shall also be known within the Jewish community as Eliyahu. Eliyahu is a very beautiful name. It's a very important name in our tradition. One of the things that Elijah, the prophet, he said, I call heaven and earth to witness that whether a person be a Jew or a Gentile, man or a woman, or whatever position they find themselves in life, holiness will be created in proportion to his or her deeds. And your deeds already are holy deeds. The way you approach life, the way you live your existence, you are already lifting up the holiness that we strive for as individuals and certainly that we strive for as a community. But I also want to tell you that in Hebrew, every letter has a numerical value. And the numerical value of Eliyahu equals another numerical value of Yad Valev, which is hand and heart. And everything that I know about you is all about hand and heart. You are creative and you are thoughtful, and it comes not just from your hands, but it also comes from your heart. The way you appreciate people, the way you approach the universe, the way you love, it's not just coming from here, it's also coming from your deeds, which is really a magnificent way to live your existence. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov hu yivarech et achinu Eliyahu ben Avraham Avinu v'Sarah Imenu. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless Eliyahu, who has cast his lot with our people Israel. He is now counted among the people of the God of Abraham and Sarah. May he prosper in all his worthy endeavors, and may the work of his hands be blessed. And let us say together, Amen. Now I'm going to ask Liz to join him up here. I'm going to ask as well all of our clergy to come on up here. And we're very blessed. I'm also going to ask Rabbi Werner, come on up. Rabbi Person, come on up. This is an esteemed group of rabbis to come on up here. Rabbi Person was just selected as the chief executive of the Central Conference of American Rabbis. She is the rabbi of rabbis, and so we're very blessed. And so we reach out our hands to you with this blessing.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'kuneka.
May God's presence always lift you up and fill you with a sense of graciousness in this world.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
And this light that you carry with you, may it always shine upon you and shine onto other people, and may you be filled with the blessing of shalom, the blessing of peace and of wholeness. And we say, welcome to the Jewish people, and amen.
Amen. Siman tova, mazel tova, mazel tova.
Izzy and his family to come on up here for Aleinu, and we're going to turn towards the east for the Aleinu, page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol la'tein gedula li'yotzer b'reishit shelo asanu kigoyeh ha'ratzon v'lo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama shelo samach elkeinu kahem v'gor aleinu kechol ha'adam.
We take a few moments now to remember all those who came before us, those who may have died in years past at this season, those who may have died in recent days. As a congregation, we remember the more than 6 million men, women, and children who were murdered in the Shoah, in the Holocaust. Remember all those who died making sure our homeland Israel exists for us and for Jews everywhere. Remember all the innocent victims of hatred, ignorance, terrorism, and natural disasters. And remember all those who died in the name of liberty, justice, freedom, and righteousness. On this Shabbat, we remember friends and family whose yortzites are being observed and whose names have lovingly been inscribed on plaques which are in our alcove of remembrance. We remember Ruth Baker, Murray Blaine, Israel Blum, Esther Epstein Bright, Dorothea B. Cohen, William Cohen, Leo Dannerhirsch, Nathan Darsky, Tilla DeGuth, Harold Dorfman, Sylvia Engels, Sylvia Friedman, Sophie Goodfriend, Laura Friedwald Gosnell, Helene Cantor, Elizabeth Pockris Kleinberg, Daniel Kornblum, Thomas Kravitz, Isidore Kravitz, Louis Landsman, Gertrude Lazarus, Sarah R. Lowenthal, Mayor Mayerson, Esther Molaski, David Morstein, Donald Murray, Malka Olinger, Alice Hertz Rajna, Eve S. Ratson, Isidore Reese, Virginia Loeb Strasberg Rose, Ira Rosen, Fanny Levin Rosenbaum, Edward J. Schaefer, Tully Shiner, Berta Schwartz, Israel David Shapiro, Joseph L. Sharp, Julia Sherman, Fritzie Simberg, Louis W. Scobell, Harold Vinnick, Selma Weinberg, Nan Winkleman, B. Winkleman, William Yanowitz, Merrill A. Young. Remember as well those whose yortzites are being observed on this Shabbat. Remember Sylvia Berkson, Ethel Bernstein, Jane Bubis, Al Constantin, Harvey Levin Cutler, Harold Drucker, Marlene Finbarb, Samuel Goldstein, Vivian Groff, Sylvia Julian, Milton Klein, Ruth Kupferman, Lorraine Schneck-Lipkin, Anita Matisow, Sophie Miller, Muriel R. Nathan, Harry Ostrob, Harold Rosenthal, Rebecca Rubenstein, Cyril Simons, Ruth Gidney Wagner, Saul Wald, and Stanley Wolk. And we remember those who've died in recent days, and their families remain in the Shloshim of mourning, in the 30-day period of mourning. We remember Annette Pasternak, Audrey Koznitsky, Irene Panizzi, Ernest Stern, Saul Lewis, Dorothy Sheffman, Alan Wolpert. And we continue to remember those who died in recent gun violence in Thousand Oaks. We remember Sean Adler, Cody Kaufman, Blake Dingman, Jake Dunham, Ron Helas, Elena Housley, Dan Manrique, Justin Meek, Marky Meza, Christina Morissette, Telemachus Orphanus, Noel Sparks. And if there's a name that I haven't mentioned and you're in a period of mourning, you're saying Kaddish, you have yortzeit, I'll ask you to please rise and mention those names. And please remain standing as we're going to join for Kaddish together. Zecher Tzadik Livracha. May the memory of all the righteous in our lives be a blessing as we rise and with one voice recite words of Kaddish, page 294. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yam lich malchutei b'chaye echon v'yom echon uv'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kariv v'yimeru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabba mivarach le'alam alamei almaya yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitroma naseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei d'kudisha b'rechu le'elah min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata damiran b'yama v'yimeru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. May the source of peace grant peace to all of you more and comfort all who are bereaved and send healing to all who are saddened as together we say. Amen. Please be seated. I'd like to invite up now a member of our board, Alan Pecor, to share greetings on behalf of the congregation. Good Shabbos.
Thank you, Rabbi, and Shabbat Shalom to everybody. And I bring you greetings on behalf of the entire board. And Izzy, tomorrow you are the person. And I know you're going to do a great job. And mazel tov to you and to your whole family and all who have come to celebrate with you. Now, Erwin, we welcome you to our tribe. And I got to tell you, you chose a wonderful Hebrew name, Elijah. And the tradition on Passover, when we have our Seder, is Elijah visits every Jewish home and has a drink. So you got yourself a great job. I do have a few announcements. Sunday is the first night of Hanukkah, so you'll all be lighting the first candle. And on next Friday night, the sixth night of Hanukkah, we will be celebrating Shabbat and Hanukkah at our Shabbanika service. You're all welcome. If you would like to stay with us after service and join in a dinner and celebration and fun and games, please check with our office and register for that event. Also, for those of you who have children and have an interest in Jewish camping, on Saturday the 15th, JLab will have a program where a number of our specialty camps will be here to tell you about their programs. And I will tell you, as a person who was once upon a time involved in Reformed Jewish camping, it is an incredible experience for your kids, and I hope that you will take advantage of those opportunities. One other thing, on December 24th, which is, I can say it, Christmas Eve, we're going to have a program called Dreaming of a Jewish Christmas. And after the program, what do Jews do on Christmas Eve? We're going to have Chinese food. So please, plan to join us for that event. And again, once again, Shabbat Shalom to everybody.
Shabbat Shalom. A few weeks ago, one of our Shabbat guests asked me a question that I've actually been asked a lot, and which is one of the most profound philosophical questions for a teacher of any religious tradition. What do Jews think of predestination? In other words, do humans have free will? The answer, though it's not a simple yes or no, is that Jews definitely believe in free will. This is why in our tradition, righteous people are considered greater than the angels, those dutiful messengers between the lower and upper realms who have no choice but to fulfill the will of God. But in the Jewish worldview, according to Maimonides and many great rabbis, God also knows everything. God has a purpose and destiny in mind for us, but our free will is what determines whether we will fulfill that purpose or not. We Jews embrace this paradox. As Pirkei Avot teaches, everything is foreseen, yet the freedom of choice is given. The world is judged with goodness, and everything depends on the majority of one's action. This week's Torah portion is all about destiny pursued and destiny fulfilled. Joseph rises, falls lower still, and rises triumphantly over the course of Vayeshev and the next two parshiot to come, Miketz and Vayigash. No matter the bad luck that Joseph suffers, being sold into slavery by his brothers, being falsely accused of improper seduction by Potiphar's wife, and ending up far from home in Egypt, Joseph's magnanimous personality and talent for seeing God's prophetic messages and dreams get him out of every pit he's cast into. He knows his destiny from an early age, and despite great setbacks of happenstance, remains focused on fulfilling it. The rabbis call him Yosef HaTzadik, Joseph the Righteous. In this parsha, he's the favorite of Jacob, his father, the envy of his brothers, and an arrogant braggart. In the full story of Joseph, we see him making mistakes, but also resisting temptation and saving his family from famine. Yet his is not the only story in this week's Torah portion. After his brothers throw Joseph in an empty pit and then sell him into slavery, the focus shifts abruptly to one of the brothers, Judah. Judah was one of the two brothers who had convinced the rest to leave Joseph in a pit rather than kill him for their hatred and jealousy of him. And after the incident, he went to live in a different land on his own. Judah has a daughter-in-law, Tamar, who is determined to have a child within the family after her husband dies, but Judah prevents her from marrying his youngest son. So she disguises as a harlot and seduces Judah into sleeping with her. Tamar cleverly demands identity-marking objects from Judah as payment. When she becomes pregnant and displays Judah's signet, wrap, and staff, Judah admits his misdeed. He is repentant. And 2 parshiot from now, at the climax of the Joseph story, Judah will beg the Egyptian vizier, whom he does not know yet is his brother Joseph, to take him as surety instead of their brother Benjamin. Now, by the end of the narrative, Judah shows himself to have changed. He has become so righteous that he is willing to sacrifice himself rather than cause his father's heartbreak at losing Benjamin. This impassioned speech is the point at which Joseph can no longer hold back his identity to his brothers. It leads to Joseph's reconciliation with his brothers after 22 years. The Talmud Sanhedrin teaches that the station occupied by repentant sinners cannot be attained even by the completely righteous. In other words, the genuinely repentant former sinner is considered nobler even than the most righteous person who has always been so. Joseph, we know from this portion, was always his father's favorite. But at the end of his life, Jacob gives Judah this blessing: "Your father's sons will prostrate themselves to you. The scepter will not depart from Judah." So is it Joseph or is it Judah that Jacob chooses as his spiritual heir? Is it the righteous one or the repentant righteous one? Given that we are called Jews and not Joes, and that according to Jewish tradition, the Messiah will arise from the line of David, the descendant of Judah and Tamar, Judah is the spiritual hero of the Joseph story. The power of believing in a personal destiny is great, as Joseph's life demonstrates, but the power of choosing goodness and becoming righteous through struggle is greater still. Maimonides teaches in the Laws of Repentance, a person should not entertain the thesis held by fools, that at the time of a man's creation, the Holy One, blessed be He, decrees whether he will be righteous or wicked. Each person is fit to be righteous like Moses, our teacher, or wicked like Jeroboam. Similarly, he may be wise or foolish, merciful or miserly, or cruel, miserly or generous, or acquire any other character traits. There is no one who compels him, sentences him, or leads him toward either of these two paths. Rather, he, on his own initiative and decision, tends to the path he chooses. Maimonides describes a life marked by freedom, but with freedom comes responsibility. As Rabbi Jonathan Sachs writes in Lessons in Leadership, "Don't think chofesh, freedom alone, can sustain a free society. When everyone is free to do what they like, the result is anarchy, not freedom. A free society requires cherut, the positive freedom that only comes when people internalize the habits of self-restraint, so that my freedom is not bought at the expense of yours, nor yours at the cost of mine." Judah learns the power of responsibility. His model is illustrative for us as we go into Hanukkah and celebrate our religious freedom as Jews. Like so many other mitzvot, the ritual of lighting 8 candles night after night helps us to build habits of righteousness and holiness in the world. Lighting the menorah also cultivates gratitude in us for the religious freedom and Jewish values we can choose to enact every day. The word for gratitude in Hebrew, hoda'ah, and Judah, Yehudah, share the same root, and the word for Jew, as we know, comes from Judah. Thus, Jews are defined as a people of gratitude, who, like Judah himself, offer thanks for living in the present world with all of its messiness, and who recognize the power of our humanity to embrace growth and choose goodness. Shabbat Shalom. Baruch Tiyeh. Tried to be speedy.
So such a beautiful Shabbat service, and we're going to do something we've never done before, which is a security briefing for our congregation. But we know not all of you wish to stay. Some of you have places you need to be. We are going to conclude our security briefing by 7:30. So what I'm going to invite you all to do is to rise, and we're going to sing Oseh Shalom. And those who wish to leave and go right out to the Oneg, we invite you to do so. And everybody else, we invite you to stay, and we will conclude by 7:30, our briefing. So please join together in our prayer for peace. Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom bimromah, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
So those of you who are staying, you may be seated. Those of you who are exiting, I invite you to do so quickly.